Alright guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and play me some Sol-Feace, as AVGN calls it, Sol-Feaces, or Sol-Feaces. I ain't gonna front, that guy is really funny. You know, I picked this game up. I've actually been wanting to play this game for some time because I really enjoy my Sega CD, and I've never had the, I never had to shoot 'em up for it, you know. For the most part, for me liking or having that affection for the Sega CD as much as I have, I don't really have a lot of games I can admit for it. I mean, at the time when I was collecting for it, I wasn't as avid as I would have liked to have been right now, especially with the prices back then compared to what they are now when you try to look for some of these games. But I've definitely been wanting to play this game, and it's a shoot 'em up, and I was lucky to pick it up recently at one of the game shops here in New York. Again, if you guys got retro game stores in your area, definitely support them, man. I mean, GameStop sucks, and that's just what it is, man. That's my opinion, and you know, prove me wrong. GameStop really does suck. But the retro game stores, they're awesome. You know, especially if you can find some of these guys who are not resellers and don't depend on eBay prices to try to really juice up their prices. But you do find a couple of real honest ones out there. So anyway, so I was able to pick this game up. I got it for about 10 bucks. Complete with the manual and all. And I was really looking forward to putting it on. Prior to me actually playing it, I looked up what other guys thought about it. You know, as far as what their thoughts. Classic Game Room, I'm a big avid fan of Classic Game Room, and he actually, you know, he likes anything Sega for the most part, but he really wasn't a fan of this game. And after playing it for a while, and you know, a couple of times, and getting myself situated and getting over that first initial responses to it. First of all, the game is not very long at all. It's not very long. It's a side shoot 'em up, as you can see. It only has about 5 or 6 levels, 6 different levels and bosses. This is one of the bosses right now. Some kind of crab thing out in space or something like that. Apparently the storyline is that it's kind of like it mimics like Skynet for Terminator, in which they created a computer system became self-intelligent to itself, and decided that mankind is the inferior life form, so of course it's going to go out and try to terminate all of us. So he almost did it actually, and apparently the remaining humans out in space were able to create a ship which is called Sol-Feace, named after the actual scientist or creator of the ship, which is supposedly the most powerful ship out there, to you know, gain revenge and destroy this this artificial intelligence that try to take over or eliminate the human race. Actually, in the very beginning, when I first started this video, I just let the storyline play. I should have just let you guys hear it. I can actually put it on again if you guys wish. But again, it's a shoot 'em up, side shoot 'em up. I'm a fan of the horizontal or the side ones. I'm a big fan of them, or vertical. This game's not very hard. Actually, it's not very hard, not too challenging. Sound wise, it's because of the Sega CD is actually excellent. I really enjoyed the sound to this. This game actually was released prior to the Sega CD. It was created for another computer system back in, I think it was 89 or 90, and it came over to the Genesis and the Sega CD. In actuality, I found out after playing this after a while that this game actually did come out for the Genesis also, but the only difference is it was called Sol-Deace, SOL/DEACE, and the Sega CD obviously is called Sol-Feace. The exact same game, guys. The exact same game. And I have to admit, I mean, graphic wise, they match exactly the same. Sega CD only brings the music to the forefront on this because of the CD quality. Overall, it's not a very difficult game. For me, it's just a fun fact that I got a chance to play something different on my Sega CD. Was actually looking forward for a long time to playing this, and now I got a chance to play it. But there's so many other shoot 'em ups out there that I really enjoy. But it does have a couple of memorable type bosses. Like, look at this boss right here. It's like a rock with teeth, and it looks like either eyeball and a mother brain or something. But again, once you play it, and if you're a person who plays shoot 'em ups in the past, you'll pick up the pattern of how to beat them, and it won't be as difficult as you might think. I still think, to me, the most difficult shoot 'em up I've ever played actually has always been R-Type. I've never beaten R-Type. I can never get as far, very far in R-Type. That's just one series that always kicked my butt. To me, it's the most difficult one. But once you get through and you figure out the patterns on this, it's not very difficult. But again, the sound quality does, I really enjoy that sound quality, the shooting and the cutscenes. I'm not showing too many cutscenes on this, but it does have the cutscenes. Here goes another boss. Just it's okay. I mean, it's something. The good thing about these kind of games is that, again, I just like the simplicity of just turning on the game and not have to go through any kind of tutorial to learn how to play the game. And that's one of the great things about our retro consoles and retro games, is that we didn't have time for that, man. We just wanted to go in there, play the game, and get our fix in for a little bit and then move on. And this is definitely one of those kind of games that would have done that. But and because of the fact that it's not as difficult, it definitely would have been something that would have been done just really quickly. Again, it's hard to give you a good point of it, because I was looking forward to it too much, and I definitely don't want to knock it. But the game is it's not very long, very repetitive for the most part. The good thing is you do pick up power-ups as you go along, and they give you extra, an extra punch to knock out these enemies. Here goes another boss right here. Again, once you play the game, and you play the game once or twice and you figure out the patterns, the game is a breeze. You're just gonna fly right through it. They got this look like a submarine type thing right here. Again, I've watched this a couple of times on what other people thought of it, and I have to admit, man, I have to admit that the game is not all that, man. I mean, I hate that I actually said it. I hate that I actually said that. It's a fun fact that I was able to just pick it up and just start playing it. Very simple as far as the controls are concerned. A, B, and C, all three buttons do the exact same thing. There's no difference to it. One of the things I do like about it, here goes the leader of the game. This is about the easiest boss of any game I've ever played against. But the good thing about this is that when you don't have to keep pressing the fire buttons, the buttons to shoot, just hold it down. It's automatic. So it's automatically just keeps blasting, as you can see right now. So I'm just holding the button down, is doing it. Overall, my feelings to this game, I mean, the sound quality is excellent. Graphic wise, I don't think it's that much greater than the Sol-Deace version for the Sega Genesis. Even though it's it's exactly the same game. Other than the sound, I can't say that this game was really great. I mean, it's just something that I got a chance to actually play and got that bug out of myself for wanting to play it. So, just my thoughts on Sol-Feace for the Sega CD. I wouldn't go crazy looking for it if you were interested in playing this. I'm pretty sure you can probably pick up an emulation, something like that, but just not for me. Something I'm glad I have, but just a bit of a letdown, because the simple fact that I wanted to play it for so long. So I'm pretty sure there's some more shoot 'em ups out there that I can probably pick up for the Sega CD, and I'm gonna look out for them. Just don't want to break the bank. But hope you guys enjoyed the video, and got some more videos coming up. I got a is it that bad video coming soon, so hope everybody enjoyed, and as always, I'll leave it with keep it retro, guys. Keep it retro. More videos to come soon. Keep it retro.